What's going on, Commander fans? It's your boy back with another video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that bell. More content is definitely on the way. Now, I was reading something the day before yesterday or yesterday one, and they were basically talking about that Josh Harris is the front runner to be the Commanders' new owner. And I was like, Josh Harris? I know this guy. Josh Harris, who's this guy? Oh, Josh Harris. He owns the Philadelphia 76ers, which is my favorite NBA team. So I know Josh Harris very well. I know him very well. Now, it's not etched in stone that he's going to be the owner, but I'll say this from what I know as being a Sixers fan. We'll be in good hands with Josh. Josh is a grown-up. He's in the sports entertainment business. He also owns a piece of the Devils. He controls the Sixers, and I can say since he been in Philadelphia in 2011 as the owner, he hired Sam Hinkle, and they had this thing where they trust the process. So he's a patient man. He's a grown up. We won't be all in the news if he's the owner. And I think that would be a match made in heaven. And I'm going to say something else that a lot of people might not be happy about. But I think with Josh as the owner, Ron will be able to, how everybody says Ron Rivera is a lame duck coach. If Josh buys this team, I really think Ron's going to get 2 years. Because it's the same thing he did in Philly. When he got to Philly, it was like 2 years where he was hands off. And then I think he bought Hinkle in 2013. And that's when he's a very patient man. He's not going to do anything rash. He's familiar with sports entertainment and owning a team. Now, he's also a Maryland native, which he is a Commanders. I think he is a Washington Redskins / Commanders fan. But he's not a fanboy. This is his business, is sports, entertainment, and investing. And, of course, he's a philanthropist. But from an owner standpoint, even though he owns the New Jersey Devils, and that could be a conflict, because there's a lot of Caps fans, and he owns the Sixers. There's a lot of Wizards fans, and, but other than that, this would be a good owner for us. He really would be. He really would be from a perspective, and I think he would actually let Ron work for the next 2 years. See what you got with Sam Howell, because he's running other things. See what you got, see what you put together. If we got a staff here, we can continue with that. If not, then he'll get another one. But Josh Harris, man, that was interesting. It's a few other people. It's about a half a dozen people out there, but from what I'm hearing, for the most part, he is the front runner, and I don't think Snyder's selling the Bezos for obvious reasons. And maybe if Dan pulls this off and sells to this guy right here, I think Dan will give us a nice little parting gift. I think that would be a nice parting gift, because the organization starts at the owner. And like I said, this guy's a grown-up. He's not going to be doing all that little petty stuff, and we won't be in the news. And if players are disgruntled, you see how him and his staff, they handled the Ben Simmons situation in Philly. And he lets his coaches coach, man, and he stays out the way. He stays out the way. He understands how to run a sports franchise. I mean, the Sixers have been in the playoffs the last 5 or 6 seasons. So wouldn't we love that in Washington? So he is that type of owner. And I think we're definitely going to get a new owner. And if we get one, so far out of all the guys that I've looked at, he would be the best candidate, other than he owns other sports teams that compete against our hometown teams. But I tell you what, there's no team loved more in D.C. than the Commanders, and And that would be the first step of getting a quality ownership, because everything runs down. If you got a quality owner, quality GM, a quality head coach, general manager that brings quality players, and you get you a quarterback, you can win in this league. And this guy, I think, will be able to get us a stadium deal done. I mean, the guy's from Chevy Chase, Maryland. He's a Maryland native. So, and that was important to me also, because I know a lot of people, they like, we don't want the other fanboy. That was Dan. This guy isn't a fanboy. I think that he's going to look at, I mean, this is a team that he grew up loving. So he's looking at this as, we got to get this thing back on track. And he's trying to invest 6 billion big ones in the organization. So that's showing you right there the dedication that is going to be. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share, hit that bell. More content is definitely on the way. And let's take command.